individuals that have the money and means to show up and see our performances or something like that, or maybe that would be one way of looking at that finding. So my questions as we launch this panel, do we contribute to happiness in the arts? If so, what kind of happiness? Do we need to strive for deeper levels? And is there anything we can do as arts organizations to better understand how this works? And are there ways that we might both track our contributions to something like the happiness of our communities and increase them over time, reaching deeper levels, reaching more people, etc.? So I'm going to start with Paul. Can I call you Paul? Is that okay? Not Dr. Freiters. So this is one of your key areas of research, happiness. And I'm wondering if you could just start, sharing some current trends, thoughts. What do you make of this area and how it might relate to the arts?
So the economics of happiness, to a large extent, is of course just rediscovering what sociologists and psychologists have been looking at for 40 and 50 years. So to a certain degree, economists moving into happiness is a little bit like invaders into a foreign land, whereby we go over the same material as others, but we bring our own words to it. And I guess in defense of the importance of art, it is clear to economists in that literature that a large degree of what makes us happy in life is to feel surrounded by beauty, to feel that we are ourselves valuable individuals, that we are valued by unseen entities like gods, that we are part of a vibrant community. And so if we think in principle about what arts brings to that, then economists would think of arts in a variety of dimensions. Right? And the first dimension would probably not be arts from an institutional perspective, but just beauty in general around themselves. To a certain degree, someone who puts on makeup is to a certain degree painting themselves, and so bringing a bit of art in their surroundings. Similarly, somebody who lives to pop music is also experiencing art. So I think on that level, it is, as you say, clear from following people's diaries that there is a lot of happiness bringing about arts, right, and about beauty in general in our lives. If we then think about more arts as it were, a getter of subsidies, then it is even true in the economics of happiness that we like to see this competitively. We do like to see that it proves itself as bringing more happiness than other things which could bring happiness. So I'm afraid that you will never get to hear from an economist that it is undoubted that the arts industry is worth a lot of money in terms of hold-on tax money. It will have to prove itself in the competition with other industries. And I'm afraid there's no holding back on that argument that there will be a measurement component to that, right? And so in that sense, I'm not sure that I'm the friend or the enemy in this case. But then if we think about what arts brings, it is clear that arts brings a lot more than just beauty inside people's environment. One thing that, for instance, is not